Hello, I'm a City of Ocala Park Ranger, and today we're at Scott Springs Park, and we'll be talking about snakes. So, what do we know about snakes? Let's start off with the life cycle of a snake. Life cycle of a snake is pretty simple. It starts as an adult snake will lay eggs. Once the adult snake lays eggs, those eggs will hatch into baby snakes, and then those baby snakes will grow back to adult snakes, and the whole cycle will start repeating itself over. So there are more than 3,000 species of snakes, and they're found pretty much everywhere except Antarctica, Ireland, Iceland, Greenland, and New Zealand. Snakes are carnivorous. They don't have eyelids. They can never really close their eyes or blink. Instead, they have thin, clear little membranes that cover their corneas, and they're called spectacles or brills. Well, let me go into this. There's actually 50 species of snakes found in Florida, and only 6 are listed as venomous and dangerous to humans. The other 44 species are not harmful to humans at all and should actually just be protected because their beneficial role in the environment. So one of their beneficial roles in the environment is eating insects, rodents, rabbits, and other small prey. So the 6 we have here are the southern copperhead, the cotton water moccasin, the eastern diamondback rattlesnake, and the pygmy rattlesnake. You also see the timber rattlesnake and the eastern coral snake. These are the 6 poisonous ones you have here in Florida. So the first snake we're going to talk about is going to be the eastern indigo racer. The eastern indigo racer, his average size, adult size, is 60 to 74 inches. His record size is 103.5 inches. The thick-bodied, glossy back, and in sunlight, he has iridescent blue highlights. The chin and throat may be solid black, reddish, or white that may be extended down the body, sometimes mistaken for the eastern racers. So he's going to have like a glossy light color. Because the eastern indigo snakes seek refuge in gopher tortoises' burrows, indigo snakes sometimes are called the gopher snake. So that's a good one, the gopher snake. They're listed also as a threatened species by both the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services and FWC. The snake we're going to talk about is the common garter snake. And there's going to be a bluish and gray color, and then they're also going to have a yellowish and gray color as well. The common garter snake are non-venomous, as the previous snake was non-venomous. I'm not sure if I said that, but the previous snake and these snakes are non-venomous. Adults are olive brown to blue-black with a light blue mid-stripe down the middle, and there is an additional light blue stripe on each side of the body. The belly is uniform, whitish blue. The bluish garter snakes are not found outside of Florida. Only the yellow ones are. The average adult size of the yellowish one is 20 to 28 inches. The record is 48.75 inches. Adults are greenish with a light tan or gray mid-dorsal stripe with an additional light tannish stripe on each side of the body. They're active during the day. They're found around houses and residential areas as well. At night, you see them crossing roads. They're common to get hit by cars sometimes. And it feeds on earthworms, small fishes, frogs, and salamanders. Is the yellow rat snake. You're going to see also the eastern rat snake, yellow rat snake. They're non-venomous. The average adult size is 36 to 72 inches. The record is 90 inches. The rat snake is found eastern of the Panhandle to south of Key Largo. It's variable in colorations. It can be juveniles can be gray with dark blotches and sandy gray belly with dark square blotches. The eastern snake is primarily active at night. It is both a terrestrial burrower and an extremely good climber, so you can see him in trees as well. Habitat is usually commonly found in near pinelands, hardwood hammocks, swamps, marshes, prairies, agricultural fields, residential areas. We typically see them under rocks, boards, and trees under the bark at the parks. This snake feeds voraciously on rodents, so its diet's going to be high in lizards, frogs, birds, and eggs, and a lot of rodents. Unfortunately, it eats young chickens as well, which is the source of one of its common names, the chicken snake. So it's also known as the chicken snake. Poisonous coral snake and the scarlet king snake. These two are next. They're so similar, but there is a couple ways we can differentiate the two. I just wanted to show you the two, show you how similar they are. So let me go into each one now individually. So the eastern coral snake is on my left, and then you have the scarlet king snake on my right. The eastern coral snake is going to be the venomous snake, and the way to remember that is if red touches black, if red touches black, it is a friend of Jack, and if red touches yellow, it can kill a fellow. So if red touches yellow, it can kill a fellow. You're going to have the eastern coral snake on my left. And if red touches black, it is a friend of Jack, then it's going to be the scarlet king snake, or the scarlet snake, and that's going to be on my right. So the scarlet king snake, popular belief is non-venomous. Its average adult size is 14 to 20 inches. Its record is 27 inches. Adults are tricolored, displaying red, black, and yellow rings that encircle the entire body. Both the red and the yellow rings are surrounded by black rings. Thus, the red and yellow rings do not touch. The range is throughout Florida. They're found in pinelands and hardwooded areas. We would see them under rocks, inside logs, under tree bark, on dead trees, or standing on dead trees that have fallen down. That's typically where you could find them. Scarlet king snakes are primarily active at night. They feed on small lizards, skinks, rodents, and other snakes, actually. The eastern coral snake, the venomous one, he's going to be adult size of 20 to 30 inches. Record's 47.5 inches. Body ringed with black, yellow, and red, with narrow yellow rings separating the wider red and the black rings. The range is going to be throughout Florida. Habitat's going to be a variety of habitats, from dry, well-drained flatwoods and scrub areas to low wetlands and borders of swamps. He's going to be quiet most of the time. He's going to be secretive. He's going to be usually found in debris in the ground as well. But occasionally they are found in the open, like seen climbing in the trunk or like trunks of live oaks. They feed on lizards, other snakes, frogs as well. The eastern diamondback. He's going to be a venomous snake as well. He's going to be found throughout Florida. The average adult size is 36 to 72 inches. Record size is going to be 96 inches. A row of large black diamonds with brown center and cream borders down its back. It can strike up to actually 2/3 its body length. So a 6-foot snake may strike 4 feet. They should be left alone pretty much. They do not have a rattle before striking, like most people think. Like, oh, it's not going to strike, it's not rattling. But that's not technically true. It preys on rats, mice, rabbits, and other warm-blooded prey, many of which are considered pests. And many people kill or commercially hunt for the snake skin. This has caused a severe decline in the population, actually, of the diamondback. The next snake is going to be the Cottonmouth. This is going to be a venomous snake as well. It's also known as a water moccasin. Average adult size is 20 to 48 inches. The record is 74.5 inches. It's going to have a dark-colored, heavy-bodied. It's a heavy-bodied snake. The dark crossbands contain many dark spots and speckles. Also, the pattern darkens with age. So as the snake gets older, it gets darker. The eye is camouflaged, actually, by a broad, dark facial stripe. When threatened, the cottonmouth may respond by the coils of its body and opening its mouth as though it's like ready to bite. So you see it come right back and it opens its mouth, coiled up. Again, they got their name, the cottonmouth, because again, the mouth gave rise to the common name because the snake is very, I should say the people believe that the snake is aggressive, but its threatening manner of having the mouth open like that seems like it's an aggressive snake. It's going to be the Burmese Python. The Burmese Python was released through the pet trade, both internationally and by accident. A lot of people let these snakes go and they get really, really big. The Burmese Python has been established and reproducing in South Florida since 2000, down in the Everglades. This python was captured in the Everglades National Park and is actually euthanized in 2012. It's exhibited currently at the Florida Museum. It's going to be 17 foot 7 inches, 164.5 pound snake. It's the largest Burmese python found in Florida, although there was another one found, I believe, on September 22nd, 2019, and that was 18 feet 4 inches. It was a female. It was caught. So it was 4 inches short of the record. All pythons are constrictors, and the Burmese feeds on mammals, birds, reptiles, and amphibians. It is it's home on the land and water, so it's a good swimmer. It's found also in extreme elevations. Literally ever since the python arrived in the Everglades, there's been a huge decline in mammal population. This suggests that the python is having a profound effect on the Everglades ecosystem. The survey detection rates for bobcats, possums, raccoons, and rabbits dropped 88 to 100% in some areas as soon as the Burmese python got there. So that's something to note. They eat a lot. How the snakes shed their skin. So actually, when snakes shed their skin, they actually grow longer. And this is their process here. So this is actually snake skin. And you can see the patterns it has on there. All right. So, but that's pretty much all I got for snakes. And I hope you learned something. Thank you. Have a great day.